sports. It's in the game.
Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. This attack looks highly promising, but quick thinking defensively. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Eduardo Camavinga. Diaz. Bellingham. And now Rodrigo. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe. Can he put them in front? Well, fantastic reflex action. And Real doing well to win it back. Rodri. And into the last 30 minutes now. Mbappe. Rodri. Must be! Well, the keeper doesn't have to worry too much about that one. Xabi Alonso. It's there for him. And the keeper more than equal to it. Can they take the lead here? Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Well, here we can see again just how well Alexander-Arnold did to get the cross into such a good area. And the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
Action underway once more. A wake-up call for the Real players, maybe. Can they find a response now? Kylian Mbappe. And he's through here. Surely. And another one! Two quick goals! Will it turn out to be the two-punch knockout?
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. And a simple clearance, a good one. Bellingham. Clean challenge. He's in with a chance. Chance still on. In it goes! The lead just gets bigger. Surely they can't let this slip now. This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Alonso. Rudiger. Luis Diaz. Is it going to be a goal? An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Just the challenge that was required. Kylian Mbappe. Well, the stoppage time situation, 1 minute here. Diaz. And the referee brings this match to a close. Not the result Real Madrid were looking for. I wonder what you made of this.
You're absolutely right, Derek. While the result is poor, the display was even worse. They never got to grips with the opposition. They were second best in every facet of the game.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today. No rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. Stuart, your expectations?
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Bellingham. Koundé. Good challenge and a throw-in coming up. Inigo Martinez. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline, so a throw-in here. Rudiger. Alex Balde. Rafinha. Here's Rafinha. Ronaldinho. And Bellingham. Onto Ronaldinho. Oh, he's through here. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, he wasn't going to waste this chance. 1v1 against the keeper, and he slots it away with great confidence. That's a good finish.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Balde. High quality defending. Now with Xavi. Ronaldinho. And the keeper with the ball. Koundé. Xavi. Ronaldinho. And played the pass well. And foul it is then. Just trying to keep their opponents on their toes with the passing game. Well, it was straight at the keeper, but technically good goalkeeping. Well, play stopped. It is a free kick. Bellingham. Alex Balde. And it's with Inigo Martinez. Jude Bellingham. Rafinha. And they need to get tighter. Well, he really read that brilliantly. Mbappe. Well, technically offside, but not by a lot. Balde. Bellingham. Rafinha. Ronaldinho. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. Well, the outcome is a free kick here. Time for a change then. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Kylian Mbappe. And clears the danger. Anthony. Rafinha. Nicely cut out. Ronaldinho. Here's Mbappe. And that's gone out of play for what will be a goal kick. Balde. And Bellingham. Xavi. Koundé. Mbappe. Oh, stylish ball. What can they do now? And putting paid to the danger. High pressing and good high pressing. Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. This could level it. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Ronaldinho. Anthony. The defenders know you can't really allow space like that. Under real pressure here. And a goal! Cause for celebrations again. 2 in front.
Well, let's see this again. Look at the bend he gets on this. That struck so cleanly. What a good finish.
So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Pedri. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. And a strong tackle. Foul there. Free kick awarded. Jude Bellingham. Mbappe. Bellingham. Inigo Martinez. Xavi. Ronaldinho. Anthony. Kylian Mbappe. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 2 minutes to be added on. And that will be all for this game anyway, and defeat for the visitors, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
You're absolutely right, Derek. They really struggle to get to grips with the game. They always seem second to the ball, and then just a few mistakes at the back, and it's cost them. Poor performance all round.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today, no rain in sight. I'm your match commentator Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start, with justifiable cause. Stuart, what are your expectations for today?
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got 2 good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Balde. Rafinha. That's useful play. Well, disappointing end to the move. Kylian Mbappe. And it's with Ronaldinho. Oh, very effective play, and they might be onto something. And a goal! That will do it! They've been pushing for it, and now they've been rewarded.
Well, I have to say, that's a brilliant finish. He wraps his foot around the ball and curls it brilliantly. I'm not sure the keeper could do anything about that.
And take it away. Mbappe. Inigo Martinez. Xavi. Mbappe. Ronaldinho. Well, he's given us away. Now, who can he play it to? But the danger averted for now. So, deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Well, he's won the ball. Keeper there to collect. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Xavi. Mbappe. Textbook closing down, and now they're on the attack. And possession lost there. Well, he took care of it defensively. Was always likely to be the goalkeeper's ball. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. And on to Xavi. Really getting stuck in. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Rafinha. Giving the ball away. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. Now with Xavi. Balde. Jude Bellingham. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Textbook defending inside the box. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Kylian Mbappe. Clears it away. He's in behind. Superb stop. And foul it is then. And a substitution in the offing. A very timely interception.
Well, just listen to the noise in here. These fans are doing everything to get their team over the finish line, and there's not long left now.
Well, we've entered the final 5 minutes. Now, options are plenty. Kylian Mbappe. Well, it could be on for him here. It has to be, surely. Still alive. Well, really rifling that one in, and he didn't miss by much. Both substitutes who've been getting ready will come on at the same time. Anthony. Well, they're attacking, but time is the great enemy. Terrific save. A corner kick, and who knows, this might represent their last chance to grab an equaliser. Well, the danger is still there. And danger still. The referee blows for full time. It ends at a victory for the home team. No complaints from the fans here.
Yes, Derek, there wasn't much in it, to be honest. Really competitive game with chances at both ends, but they probably just about edged it overall and deserved the result in the end.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today. No rain in sight. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. Stuart, what are you expecting to see?
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface, and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Just knocked it out of there. Rafinha. Mbappe. Oh, no degree of difficulty for the goalkeeper. Kylian Mbappe. And a timely intervention. He's in with a chance. In it goes! That will do nicely for starters. First goal of the game.
Well, you have to admire this bit of play. Just look how he runs with the ball. He always looked in control, didn't he? That's a brilliant goal.
1-0 then. Well, he's allowed it to go over the touchline, so a throw-in. Rafinha. Difficult to stop him. Well, not cleared away completely. Not a very complicated catch for the keeper. Xavi. Ronaldinho. And he might be through here. Oh, it's in! A two-goal cushion now, and the lead fully merited.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
So underway again, and a 2-0 advantage here. Mbappe. 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 Well, he was on his own. He had the goalkeeper to beat, but failed to do so.
Well, he just needed to show a bit more composure there. Take a little bit off the shot, I think.
The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. It's gone in! And, well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. Rafinha. Bellingham. Mbappe with it. Ronaldinho. Clears it away. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Balde. Kylian Mbappe. Rafinha. Here's Mbappe. Can he put it away? He can't hold on to it. Well, nothing comes of it. Kylian Mbappe. Ronaldinho. And on to Xavi. Still could be dangerous. And a goal to seal the hat-trick! A masterclass in finishing. Just can't stop him today.
Well, here we can see it again. Normally, I'm the first to point the finger at a goalkeeper, but I think it's a good initial save. I'm not sure he could have done much more. Just a bit unfortunate, really, that it dropped to an opponent.
And a substitution in the offing. A lopsided contest, 4-0. How can he take them on and beat them? Did well to clear it away. Not a bit of an unforced error, and it's going to be a throw. Bellingham. Mbappe with it. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. And quite simply, a wonderful chance was squandered. And the danger cleared. And that's gone out of play for what will be a goal kick. Inigo Martinez. Koundé. Mbappe. Here's Mbappe. Composed and patient passing. Mbappe. Oh, this is looking promising. Terrific save. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Has a go. A high degree of difficulty with that sort of attempt.
Well, he's just mistimed it, hasn't he? Didn't catch it how he would have wanted, and well, that's the result.
Diego Forlan. Ronaldinho. Anthony. Mbappe. And the keeper in position to grab hold of it. And there it is, the final whistle, and the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And a potentially exciting occasion on the cup front. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Well, there's nothing like a good cup run to boost confidence, and these two teams will be hoping this could be their year to win this tournament. Yes, there's a long way to go, but this is still a big game for both teams.
Zaire Emery. Ferreira. It's looking promising. Oh, danger here. An early goal. It is the ideal opening.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
Barella. Now with Thuram. The ball with Martinez. Can he make it count? Frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long, and this match is level again. So back underway. One goal apiece here. Çalhanoğlu. Really good challenge. PSG doing well to win it back. Dembele. Can he put them in front? Really important tackle. Well, it took a deflection. That'll be a corner. He succeeds in clearing it. And a chance for them to nudge in front. And a PSG corner. And well positioned to clear. Electing to shoot. And swiftly ending that attack. Thuram. It's with Çalhanoğlu. On to Thuram. Martinez! Zaire Emery. Vitor Ferreira. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Martinez. Marquinhos. Warren Zaire Emery. Gonzalo Ramos. Dembele on the ball. Retaining possession proving difficult. And he did what he had to do defensively. Clean challenge. Well, possession ceded. Marcus Thuram. Gonzalo Ramos. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Dembele. The first half here comes to an end. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Matteo Darmian, moving it forward. But really sticking to their task defensively. Gonzalo Ramos. Another perfect position to read it. Martinez. And continues his run. But they dealt with the threat posed. Henrik Mkhitaryan. It has to be! In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself! No stopping him, apparently!
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Vitor Ferreira. Ramos. Teammates available. Tremendous intuition to win it back. And he might be through here. And still a chance. Can they convert? And the deflection means a corner. Goalkeeper's ball, it was always going to be that way. Henrik Mkhitaryan. It's with Çalhanoğlu. Martinez. Can he take advantage? And not cleared away properly. Well, they survived the attack.
Well, just listen to this crowd. They want a bit more. They know there's still plenty of time to find an equaliser. Surely they get another chance, maybe two.
Marcus Thuram. The ball with Martinez. I must say, this looks promising. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. And so into the final 5 minutes. This could square the game. What late excitement. And the match is level.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
And they will make the change now. Barella. Well, that's it for the 90 minutes, but this is not over. And 2:15. Well, back underway here, and it's quite simple. Both teams must steel themselves for 30 extra minutes. Thuram. He's in behind. Oh, good work to deny the opportunity. And that's easy peasy for the keeper. Read it superbly to take back possession. Good-looking sequence. Ferreira. Very quick thinking there. Mehdi Taremi. Well, moving the ball forward, they might be in business. Vitor Ferreira. Thuram, will it be? First period of extra time completed. 15 minutes left, and then it's a penalty shootout. PSG have decided to make a double substitution. Barella. Matteo Darmian. Davide Fratesi. Still pushing for the goal that would... Can he put them in front? And there is the goal! He's found the net! Joy unconfined!
Well, just look at the bend he puts on this. It's good technique and perfect placement. That's a top-quality finish.
Ferreira. Barella. Taremi. A routine save. Time is fast running out. 5 minutes left in the second period of extra time here. Oh, that's a magnificent volley! What a thumper! And far from simple to put it away, yet dispatched seemingly with ease. If ever there were a reason to get emotional about a goal, you've just been exposed to it. Locked together then, these two sides, and on we go now to penalty kick. And this will test the mentality of any footballer. And it's gone in. And he steps up to take the shot. And there it is, perfectly executed. Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. And up he comes, doing his best to remain focused. And confidently converted. Clinical as always, in front of goal. His turn to try to convert from the spot. In it goes. So lethal in front of goal. Mental preparation is such a big part of this. And the keeper makes the all-important save. What a big moment. And he squandered it, off target. Well, this could be the one. It's the perfect penalty under the circumstances, and they will progress.
And I think they just about deserved it, Derek, but I have to say, that was a very good finish under immense pressure.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and ready to provide expert analysis alongside me is Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. Stuart, what are your expectations for today?
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Ronaldinho. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. Balde. And Bellingham. Rafinha. Ronaldinho. And scope for them to produce something exciting. Can they forge ahead? Quite simply, an opportunity wasted. Easy for the keeper. Xavi. Mbappe. And on to Xavi. Perfect tackle. And that's very intelligent play to win back possession. And the referee has awarded a corner following that touch. Smuggled away. And not a great challenge. Free kick here. And on to Xavi. Ronaldinho. Mbappe. Must be. And there it is. 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, you have to admire this bit of play. Just look how he runs with the ball. He always looked in control, didn't he? That's a brilliant goal.
Rafinha. Kylian Mbappe. Ronaldinho. Just knocked it out of there. And over the byline, goal kick coming up. Inigo Martinez. Alex Balde. And Bellingham. And teammates around him are putting in quite the shift to win the ball back. Free kick awarded then by the referee. Oh, at one point on its flight, it looked as though it might be going in.
Well, he wasn't afraid to have a go, was he? And you can see why. That was so close to being a great goal.
Opportunity. And a goal! They're going to take some stopping now. 2 in front here.
Well, as you can see, it was a fairly simple finish in the end, but you still have to be in the right place, keep your composure and finish it off, and that's exactly what he did.
Possession given away, unfortunately. And on to Xavi. And Bellingham. On to Mbappe. Could reduce the deficit. And no worries for the goalkeeper. Kylian Mbappe. And a confident clearance. The first half here comes to an end. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Xavi. Jules Koundé on the ball. Can he find the right pass? That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Mbappe might be onto something with that ball. Decisive in the tackle. And a throw in here. Bellingham. Xavi. Well, they couldn't keep hold of it. Mbappe. Here's Rafinha. Opportunity. A goal! Another one! It's turning into an absolute demolition job.
Well, as you can see, he's a dangerous runner with the ball. He has such good balance and pace. That's a top-class goal, isn't it?
Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0 now. Xavi. He has teammates around him. Goalkeeper in charge of the situation. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. And a goal to delight the fans! Just what they were hoping for! So back underway, 3-1 the score. Ronaldinho. Into the final 20 minutes. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline, so a throw in here. Good piece of defending. Mbappe. Well, they've lost possession of the ball. Well, a really good run. Ronaldinho. Now with Xavi. And a goal to put the final stamp on it. That will do it.
Well, look at the finish here. He's just eased that beyond the keeper. That's a good goal, you have to say.
So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Xavi. Here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine pass. Well, gifting away possession. Anthony. This is looking threatening. Will he find the net? Brilliant save. Rudiger. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was...
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say, with good reason. How's it going to go, Stuart?
Well, the atmosphere is building nicely here, and we've got two teams who like to play good football. Let's hope we get a good game here. It should be.
Keane. Ronaldinho. Untidy in possession. Ball's gone. Xavi. Well, nothing comes of it. In a decent position now. And a goal! Not bad for starters. They take an early lead.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
Nkunku. Dodo. Nkunku has it. Well, the timing was perfect. Ball one. Oh, in with a chance! And in range. And a goal! Cause for celebrations again. 2 in front.
Well, as we see it again, he was never going to miss that, was he? That's a really simple finish in the end.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Moise Keane. Ronaldinho. And Bellingham. Mbappe. And unable to... Oh, yes! A goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Well, it's a good finish, as you can see. Look at the bend he puts on the ball. The keeper just can't get across to it. That's an excellent goal.
Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0 now. Tosin Adarabioyo. Bartra has it. He succeeds in clearing it. And the referee blows for a foul. It is to be a throw-in. Well, he's been forced out of play this time. Rolando Mandragora. Showing a real will to win the ball. And not a great challenge. Free kick here. Bakombu. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. Keane. Alex Balde. Here's Rafinha. Jude Bellingham. Well, great read there to intercept. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. And so the second half is underway. They took quite the thrashing in that first 45. Can they turn things around now? Tosin Adarabayo. Couldn't hang on to it. Saved, but still a chance. And the penalty has been given here. To make it 4-0. It should be a goal! Calmly taken spot kick.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
Bartra. Here's Keane. Dodo. Bartra has it. Nkunku. Cedric Bakombu on the ball. Read it well. And into the last 30 minutes now. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Bartra. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. Getting in there to intercept. Foul there. Free kick awarded. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. Bartra. And into the last 15 minutes of action. It's going to be a double substitution. Bellingham. On the ball, Rudiger. Koundé. And it's with Ronaldinho. Anthony. Really good challenge. Clear foul play, and as a result, a free kick forthcoming. And time for the change now. Well, a fierce effort, but quite simply not accurate enough. Alex Balde. Deciding to give it to the keeper. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Inigo Martinez. Rudiger. And the referee has deemed that an additional 4 minutes are in order. Must be! And a fine stop. It's got to be. Can they put it away? Oh, a goal! And an own goal at that. Well, not part of the script, was it? The referee blows for full time. It ends at a victory for the home team. No complaints from the fans here.
You're absolutely right, Derek. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for expert analysis by my partner, Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It's Jamshedpur facing Barcelona.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Fairly easy for the referee to spot that deflection, so now a throw in. Bellingham. Alonso. Camavinga. Mbappe. Nedved. Andriy Shevchenko. The defenders know you can't really allow space like that. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. Nedved. Hamšík. Hamšík! Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Luis Diaz. Mbappe with it. Interception to snuff out the danger. Anthony. It's with Del Piero. And the ball with Shevchenko. Del Piero! And there it is! The opening goal! 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, here it is again, and the defending simply isn't good enough. They have to react quicker, deal with the danger, and show more urgency, none of which they did, and that's the result.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Alexander-Arnold. Well, a really good run. Donnarumma. Frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long, and this match is level again.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
So back underway following the equaliser. That is that for the first half here. And so the second half gets underway. Almost a case of the two teams saying to each other, whatever you can do, I can do just as well. Marek Hamšík. Del Piero. And Bellingham. Can he put them in front? Well, hit with ferocity when accuracy was required. Schlotterbeck. Bellingham. An encouraging move from Barca. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Oh, he's only gone and found the net! What purity of hit! Caught it absolutely perfectly!
Well, here it is again, and just look how he sets himself ready to hit this. He judges the flight of the ball perfectly, and what a sweet connection. That's a brilliant goal.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Eduardo Camavinga. Might it be Mbappe? They just couldn't stay in front, and now this match is all square.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And from that sort of range, you'd be shocked if Mbappe missed out. He just keeps showing us what a top finisher he is.
So underway again, and it's a story of parity. 2 goals apiece in this one. Well, he took care of it defensively. Opportunity it is. A goal! He's dispatched it, much to the sheer delight of the fans.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
So making the substitution now. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Bellingham. It's with Del Piero. Barcelona fighting against this overall situation. What can they pull out of the fire? And now this could square the game. Oh, late drama here. All level again. Incredible scenes.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
And if you enjoy high-scoring contests, this has been the game for you. And a goal at this stage could be decisive. And still dangerous. And the referee brings this contest to an end. It certainly was pulsating. It had us on the edge of our seats. Stuart, your take?
Well, it was excellent entertainment. We saw good quality football, played at a high intensity and goals as well. The draw is a fair reflection of how the game was played.
Well, the teams are locked together. Will it stay that way following this corner? And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
Well, let's just see again how Alexander-Arnold delivered this cross into such a good area. And the finish from Mbappe couldn't be any better. That's a good header and a top-class goal.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Ouattara. Luis Diaz. Mbappe with it. It has to be. There it is. 2 to the good now, and that gives them a buffer.
Well, just look at how poor the defending is here. But I have to say, it's still a very tidy finish. He looked really assured there.
So there it is. 3-1 the current scoreline here. Kluivert. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Alonso. And play halted, free kick given. Dango Ouattara. And a free kick awarded by the referee. Danger averted. Cook. Eduardo Camavinga. Just 15 minutes remaining. Oh, he's through here. Can he convert? He opted for placement, but it didn't happen for him. On to Kerkez. Well, after pressing like that, maybe the short route to goal. There's the goal! Surely now, that is that!
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Alonso. Xabi Alonso. Alonso! Well, placement over power, but it didn't work out for him. Ilya Zabanyi. Here's Kluivert. And Bournemouth losing possession. Well, he's certainly not alone. In with a chance! Well, that's a moment he'd like to airbrush from history. Not a good attempt.
Well, lots of power, but no control whatsoever. That's a real waste.
And we are going to have 2 additional minutes. Kluivert. Possession 1. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for expert analysis by my partner Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It is Manchester United, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Luis Diaz, Mbappe, and Diaz has it. Here's Mbappe, and scope for them to produce something exciting. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. A real opening now. Surely now. In it goes! That will do nicely for starters. First goal of the game.
Well, that's really good awareness of the situation. He just places that beyond the keeper. That's a top-class finish.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Alexander-Arnold. Going well. Oh, commanding goalkeeping. Maicon. Isaac. Kylian Mbappe. Grimaldo. Grimaldo. And there's the clearance, and that'll be a corner. Managed to get it out of there. Stam. Oh, magnificent reaction. No problems for Alonso. Isaac. Chance for Isaac. And a goal here for Manchester United. They are the big favourites now.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
So underway again, and a 2-0 advantage here. Alexander-Arnold. It is to be a throw-in. The electronic board has been held in the air, and we're going to have a minimum of 4 added minutes. Well, the timing was perfect. Ball 1. Clear foul play, and as a result, a free kick forthcoming. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Rafinha. On to Maicon. And an astute piece of defending. Luis Diaz. United come away with it. Rafinha. Eduardo Camavinga. Oh, in with a chance! Well, to think he only had the... Well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. Must be... And a goal here! Well, it took a definite nick, and nothing the keeper could do about it whatsoever. Well, underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand. Kylian Mbappe. Well, couldn't find a teammate, unfortunately. And a throw-in to come. Mbappe. 20 minutes to go in this one. Save, but still a chance. And I think the threat has been averted. Rafinha. Fernandes. Mbappe. Grimaldo. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, not much time left now, and these supporters are doing everything they can to get their team over the finish line. What an atmosphere.
Decisive in the tackle, and a throw in here. And United will switch things around personnel-wise. 5 minutes left. Anthony Gordon. Might it be Mbappe? And a decent save, full credit. Well, having been awarded the corner, they'll no doubt look to put the issue beyond all doubt. Oh, he's given it away. Well, they really needed that save, and they're still in it.
Yeah, what a good save that was. But can they find an equaliser here? Not long left.
Oh, big opportunity. Well, no danger now. And that is going to be that. Well, a tale of woe in terms of the scoreline as far as the visitors are concerned here.
Well, Derek, it was a poor result, but it was a really tight contest. Both sides had their chances. It could have gone either way. But
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Germany, and they take on Jamshedpur.
well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set. Two good teams, a great playing surface, and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Could be an early goal. It is the ideal opening.
Well, it's lovely technique, as you can see. He just wraps his foot around the ball and bends it beyond the keeper. That's a good goal.
1-0 then. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Eduardo Camavinga. And the danger cleared. Mbappe. Well, a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Oh, surely! Is it going to end up being productive for them? But timely defending when it mattered. Best. And well positioned to clear. And they've played their way into trouble. A chance to whip it in. Well, it wasn't a taxing save. So approaching half-time, and the visitors have a bit of work ahead of them. Stuart, your assessment?
Well, they've not had quite enough purpose to their attacking play so far. It's all been a bit too predictable. But in the second half, if they can get more support to their strikers and play with greater intensity, they can certainly turn this around.
So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. So back underway here into the second half. Rodri. Alexander-Arnold. And he has options available. Rodri. It's looking promising. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Xabi Alonso. Well, the attack looks promising. Well, capable of a better clearance than that. Danger averted for now. So half an hour remaining. And gobbled up with ease by the keeper. Mbappe deserves credit for winning the ball back. Mbappe. Making progress is Kylian Mbappe. Camavinga. And Diaz has it. Mbappe. A real opening now. And a goal to level this contest. All even.
Well, look at this again, because this is a really well-worked goal. The passing is incisive, the movement off the ball is bright, and it leads to a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a great goal.
Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. 10 minutes left for play. Vitor Ferreira. And intercepted it.
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
Time running out, but they could yet win it. And foul it is then. Not the most confident clearance. And that is going to be all for this game. Well, we were treated to goals, but no winners in the end. Stuart, what did you make of it?
Well, Derek, it was certainly entertaining. Both sides had periods of the game where they were dominant, but overall, I think a draw is just about the right result.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for expert analysis by my partner Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Nicely timed tackle. He has teammates around him. Mbappe. Well, no stopping him. An alert piece of defending. Lothar Matthäus. Matthäus. Oh, that's a fine pass. Rodri. And on to Alonso. Camavinga. And Diaz has it. Chance to do damage. Mbappe. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Ivan Cordoba. Socrates. Luis Diaz. Eduardo Camavinga. Here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Camavinga. Socrates. Here's Mbappe. Fine run from Mbappe. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. And so the second half gets underway. Almost a case of the two teams saying to each other, whatever you can do, I can do just as well. Alexander-Arnold. Can they create something from here? Good patient build-up as they try to fashion something. Mbappe. Well, sadly, a bit of a tame effort, that one, and far too close to the goalkeeper. Well, now he's let that run out of play, and it will be a throw-in here. Mateus. To take the lead, and a goal! Now they have their opener, and now they can celebrate.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
Rodri. Camavinga. Luis Diaz. Kylian Mbappe. And scope for them to produce something exciting. Alonso. This could square the game. No shortage of excitement. Level again. No wonder they're excited.
Well, as you can see, what a good bit of play this is. The build-up is excellent. 1 and 2 touch passing, clever movement, and a fairly simple finish. Great team goal.
Socrates. Mbappe. Well, he's certainly not alone. Worth a try. And I think, unfortunately for him, the less said about that attempt, the better.
Well, he had a lot of options there, but he's chosen the wrong one. That was a poor effort.
So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Clears it away.
Well, the atmosphere is so tense inside this stadium, but can they find that moment of magic to win this game? The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to them.
On the attack, is there to be late drama? The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And just look at their supporters.
Well, as you can see, this catches everybody by surprise. Look where he is when he strikes it. That's a great goal.
And that is going to be that. Well, a tale of woe in terms of the scoreline as far as the visitors are concerned here.
Well, Derek, not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach.
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Jamshedpur facing Barcelona.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
They'll be disappointed with the way that attack ended. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Here's Mbappe. Barcelona free kick. It'll be here. Musiala. Kylian Mbappe. And a good-looking pass. And he's made headway. And it's in! 1-0. They've breached the defence.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Beckham. Barcelona now in potentially a dangerous position. Oh, big chance! Oh, my goodness! What an outrageous hit! I can't believe he took it on from there, and neither can the goalkeeper.
Well, you can't ignore this player, can you? Selected for the Team of the Year. He's an outstanding technician.
Giving the ball to the opposition that time. The free kick decision goes the way of Barcelona. Mbappe. Camavinga. Rodri. Mbappe with it. Barcelona free kick. It'll be here. Musiala. Now with Messi. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Jamal Musiala. Messi. Eduardo Camavinga. Luis Diaz. Mbappe. Camavinga. Diaz. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. And they've been getting two substitutes warmed up, and both will come on here. So back in business here, and it was a below-par effort from Barcelona in the first half. Will they fare better in the second? Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Here's Mbappe. Eduardo Camavinga. Top-class defending. Luis Diaz. And it's opening up. And how about that for a save? And it goes! Well, it's one goal after another. A highly impressive performance. Here it is now, a substitution. Salah. Oh, surely! Oh, how about that for a tackle? Çalhanoğlu. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Well, it could be on for him here. Chance still on. And the keeper nowhere to be found. Not that he's complaining.
Well, here it is again. It's an easy finish in the end, but what was the keeper thinking? That's a poor bit of defending.
And with play stopped, they will make the change now. Çalhanoğlu. Salah. Real chance. Textbook defending inside the box. Hernan Crespo. Chances on. And the ball is loose. Well, they can bring it out now. And there it is, the final whistle. The home fans are going to be happy with this result.
You're absolutely right, Derek. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Yaya Toure. Ronaldinho. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline. So a throw in here. Carlos Alberto. He has teammates around him, but nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Kylian Mbappe. Alonso. Well, they're on the scent of something positive, but quick thinking defensively. Good piece of defending. He's in here. And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here.
Well, here's the replay, and you can see why the manager is furious. It's just really poor play, offering up possession far too easily in a dangerous area. And at this level, if you keep doing that, you're going to get punished. It's just not good enough.
Luis Diaz. Rodri. Quick thinking to win it back. And Capdevila called upon. Mbappe. And the danger is averted. Just lost his focus. Throw in here. Mbappe. It's just Mbappe. And the keeper there to deal with it. Not out of the woods yet. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Well read to ease the pressure. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. Fernando Torres. Teammates available, but nothing comes of it. The first half here comes to an end. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Chance for Torres! And a decent save. Full credit. Beckham. Marquisio. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Ronaldinho. Kylian Mbappe. So a half an hour remaining. Toure. Toure. Oh, could be. Well, if truth be told, he made it rather straightforward for the keeper.
Well, he knows it. That is a real waste of a great opportunity.
And Stam got rid of it. Mbappe. Alexander Arnold is failing to hit the target with his pass, and it'll be a throw-in. Marquinhos. Torres. Mbappe. Xavi Alonso. Well, he took care of it defensively. Well, Real Madrid are going to make a double substitution. Mbappe.
Well, what an atmosphere we've got inside this stadium. These supporters are doing everything they can to get their team over the finish line.
Forward they go, chasing the game. Timely intervention. Ferreira. Mbappe. And that is going to be that. Well, a tale of woe in terms of the scoreline as far as the visitors are concerned here.
Well, Derek, certainly not their best performance, was it? Just a little bit off the pace for me, and obviously a disappointing result. But the key thing is they bounce back now, and they can't afford a repeat performance.
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray, and delighted to have Stuart Robson sharing commentary duties with me. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It's Jamshedpur versus Barcelona.
Thanks, Derek. As always, this should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
They've given him too much space. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. David Beckham. Rodri. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe. Intercepting it intelligently. Müller. Still on level terms, moving. Can they forge ahead? And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Beckham. Ribery. Now Beckham. Mbappe. From Ribery. No nonsense clearance. Able to skip past his man. But no damage done, that's the main thing. From Ribery. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Well, the keeper reacted magnificently. Making sure nothing came of it. The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. Now, you saw what he was trying with that free kick, but the goalkeeper had it covered all the way. Barcelona, in their quest to take the lead, might be Now the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. Maicon, well, he stopped them in their tracks. Mbappe. Brozovic. Rafinha. Oh, a classic example of how to intercept. Here's Rafinha. Chances on. And still an opportunity. And a goal! Well, it looks easy when you can put them away like that. So the match is restarted 1-0 here. Vidic. Now with King. Maicon. On to Maicon. Well, passing moves like this will build confidence. Well, they keep the ball moving. Eduardo Camavinga. Luis Diaz. Vidic. On to Ribery. Really good interception. Just 15 minutes remaining. Well, a long-range effort, but no real difficulties for the goalkeeper. Now with Vidic. Now with Ribery. Ribery. Müller. Krulitz has it. Patient build-up at the moment. Well, they keep passing away. Well, they were very patient, but they no longer have the ball. Well, this game is far from over. They'll probably get one more big chance before the end. The crowd certainly thinks so. Just listen to that noise. Well, time is against them. They have work to do. This could square the game. And there goes the final whistle, much to the disappointment of their supporters. Well, Derek, certainly not their best performance, was it? Just a little bit off the pace for me, and obviously a disappointing result. But the key thing is they bounce back now, and they can't afford a repeat performance. Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for analysis by Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, there's really ought to be a superb watch. It's Jamshedpur up against Nice. Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game. Probably. Doesn't get away with it. Free kick given. Alexander Arnold. Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? Desai called upon defensively. Roger van Dijk. Ginola. Lionel Messi. Said Al-Owairan. And ever play. The pass nearly worked out, but not quite. Luis Diaz. Al-Owairan. And on to Al-Owairan. He has options available. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Luis Diaz. Diaz. And now Corbett here. Williams. Now with Messi. Messi. And on to Al-Owairan. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe. Can they forge ahead? And a goal! 1-0 it is. They've been pushing for the opener, and now they have it.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. And given away. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Lionel Messi. Other way man. That's useful play. Ball is loose. Well, it looks so threatening, but the danger averted. Mbappe. He's in here. The net is staring him in the face. And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation.
Well, here it is again. It's an easy finish in the end, but what was the keeper thinking? That's a poor bit of defending.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score. Williams. Other way man. And space to cross it. Oh, great defending. Van Basten. Teammates available. A goal! As they cut into their advantage. Still plenty of life in this match.
Well, here it is again, and the defending simply isn't good enough. They have to react quicker, deal with the danger, and show more urgency, none of which they did, and that's the result.
Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Rodri. Eduardo Camavinga. Luis Diaz. It's Kimpembe now. On to Sam. Alexander-Arnold.
Well, what an atmosphere we've got inside this stadium. The fans are driving the players on here. Surely they're going to hang on now.
Down by a goal. This could be the final opportunity to snatch something. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Well, Derek, they didn't dominate the game by any means today, but overall they had the better of the chances and just about deserved their win.
Federico Valverde. Hamsik. Xabi Alonso. Mbappe with it. Stoichkov. Didier Drogba. Mbappe. And skill for them to produce something exciting. Must take the lead here. Oh, that's textbook goalkeeping. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating. Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal. And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Drogba. Hamsik. Phil Foden now. Composed and patient passing. It was a good looking sequence, but it comes to an end. And it will be an Arsenal free kick. Well, no surprise to see him go for goal, but a routine save in the end. Didier Drogba. And promising stuff from Arsenal. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Kylian Mbappe. Arsenal have it back. Didier Drogba. Mbappe. Nico Schlotterbeck. Lothar Matthäus. Drogba. Hamsik. And will it be the leveller? Terrific save. And look at that. A goal here for Arsenal, who now have got themselves on terms. Well, here's the replay, and what a well-delivered cross this is. Perfectly placed, and it's a comfortable finish in the end, which is made to look so easy. It's a lovely goal. Back underway, level pegging, one goal apiece in this game. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. The first half here comes to an end. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Lothar Matthäus. Well, pass after pass, maybe they can chisel an opportunity, but then the commentator's curse comes into play. Arsenal recovering possession well. Stoichkov. Marek Hamsik. Matthäus. The Gunners have lost the ball. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Rodri. Cleared away. Stoichkov. Here's Valverde. Drogba. Possession one. Working so hard to win back possession. It's Arsenal's turn now. Stoichkov. Marek Hamsik. Mbappe. Might really be able to trouble them here. Well, time is running out to get this winner, but the fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise. What a fantastic finish we could have here. 5 minutes left. It's not lost on them what a goal could, well, it could be on for him here. And danger still. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. And the referee brings this contest to an end. It certainly was pulsating. It had us on the edge of our seat. Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical analysis is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Jamshedpur facing Galatasaray.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper. El Shaarawy, Alexis Sanchez, Bobby Charlton. And then with a real chance. And it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations.
Well, as you can see, he gave the keeper no chance there. He looked so confident, didn't he? That's a cool finish.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Rodri. Danger averted. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Alexis Sanchez. El Shaarawy has it. Committed challenge. Well, it clearly was deflected, so it will be their throw-in. Alonso. It did look on for them, but not to me. Well, he could really get at the opposition. Is it going to be? Kylian Mbappe. Eduardo Camavinga. Luis Diaz. Well, time just challenged magnificently. Well, getting close to a half-time interval, and the story so far, they're not really making home advantage count. Stuart, your take?
Well, it's been a fairly even first half so far, but they haven't shown enough creativity, particularly in midfield, where there's been too many negative passes. If they can get the ball into the front areas that little bit quicker, I think they'll get back into this.
And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Alexander-Arnold. The ball with Rodri. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Mbappe. He's in behind. This could level it. No shortage of excitement. Level again. No wonder they're excited.
Well, here it is again, and the defending simply isn't good enough. They have to react quicker, deal with the danger, and show more urgency, none of which they did, and that's the result.
Very alert defending to cut off the supply. And he has options available. Can he put them in front? Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations.
Well, here's the replay, and what a well-delivered cross this is. Perfectly placed, but the finish is far too easy. He doesn't even have to jump. How is he afforded that much space? It's a tidy header, but really poor defending.
And into the last 20 minutes. Martin Ødegaard. El Shaarawy. And on to Charlton. Well read to put an end to that attack.
been a great performance, but the fans have been brilliant. Just listen to the noise. Can the players respond and find this equaliser?
El Shaarawy. Oh, he's given the ball away. There might very well be late excitement. 5 minutes left, and the margin just 1. Alexis Sanchez. That's Alexis Sanchez. And that is the end of the game. It goes into the history books as a home defeat.
Well, Derek, it was a hard-fought contest which neither side completely dominated, but the result will certainly hurt them. They need to bounce back next time out.
Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Galatasaray, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Xabi Alonso. Danger here as he runs at them. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. Xabi Alonso. Camavinga. A glorious chance. Oh, a brilliantly timed tackle when it really mattered. Alexis Sanchez. Martin Ødegaard. It's with Ødegaard. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Ferreira. Now it's Alexis Sanchez. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Mbappe. And on to Alonso. A very timely interception. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe. Nice looking pass. Charlton. Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? Bobby Charlton. Eduardo Camavinga. Defensive resilience to shut them down. And the keeper in position to grab hold of it. The first half here comes to an end. Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in the second half. Eduardo Camavinga. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Guardiola. El Shaarawy. Excellent defending. Vitor Pereira. And into the last 30 minutes now. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. Pereira. Now it's Alexis Sanchez. Luis Diaz. Good looking sequence. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Milos Kerkez. Claude Makelele. Still passing it around with authority. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. Chances on. And out of play. The pass nearly worked out, but not quite. Just 10 minutes to go. And the referee blows for a foul. And turned onto the woodwork. And forcing the error. And just what was needed from the goalkeeper.
Well, so late in the game. That's a brilliant stop from the keeper. Big moment for him.
That's a routine take. And the referee has decided to add on a minimum of 5 minutes. The emphasis very much on attack. And nothing comes of this attack. Keeper there to collect. And that is that. The full-time whistle here. And nothing to separate the two sides at all over 90 minutes. It finishes 0-0. Stuart, your take.
Well, Derek, I was expecting more from both teams. You certainly can't criticise the effort, but there was a real lack of creativity and goal. Neither side did enough to win the game.
Richarlison. El Shaarawy. Martin Ødegaard. El Shaarawy has it. Well, spot on with that challenge. Alonso. Mbappe with it. Eduardo Camavinga. And a simple clearance, a good one. Camavinga. Luis Diaz. And he has options available. A really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Alexis Sanchez. Foul there. Free kick awarded. On to Kempkes. It's with Makelele. Kylian Mbappe. Back to Mbappe. Mbappe. A goal! That's two for him today! They simply can't stop him! No wonder he's celebrating!
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
2-0 now, and back on the way. Free kick awarded then by the referee. And taking it away. Oh, nice work to get past his opponent. A real opening now. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Diaz. Always going to be the goalkeeper's ball. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. Well, as they get the ball running again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Might be a chance here. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Luis Diaz. So deflection, and they can get ready for the corner kick routine. And clears the danger. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Alexander-Arnold. Well, he could really get at the opposition. Oh, surely! Alaba failed to hold it. So after that, a goal kick it'll be. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. David Alaba. It's with Ødegaard. Seemingly cannot keep hold of the ball here. Is failing to hit the target with his pass, and it'll be a throw-in. Well, that shouldn't really happen from a throw-in. Vitor Ferreira. Could be! And the goalkeeper under no pressure. Error from the keeper. Will they seize on it? El Shaarawy. Alonso. Mbappe. Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes. Makelele. Mbappe. Real chance. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Mbappe. Now with Makelele. Timely intervention. Oh,